Interesting facts about zebras. This is a great opportunity to learn more about large equids. These animals are known and loved all over the world. It still remains a mystery what stripes the animals are painted in, white or black. They share a common ancestor with horses and donkeys. These species split about 4.5 million years ago. Zebras can produce offspring by interbreeding with donkeys and horses. The descendants of zebras and horses are called zebroids, and they are popular in parts of Africa for their hardiness and resistance to tsetse fly bites. There are 3 types of zebras in the world, and, despite the external similarity, from the point of view of genetics, they are no closer to each other than to ordinary horses. Zebras also included quags, animals that became extinct at the end of the 19th century. Now biologists and breeders are trying to revive them. Mountain zebras live in mountains up to 2 kilometers above sea level. The only continent where zebras live in the wild is Africa. In nature, these animals live in small groups consisting of one male, several females and their cubs. Pregnancy in zebras lasts longer than in humans, about 12 months. A zebra cub can run after an hour and a half after birth. The stripes on the skins of these animals are as unique as human fingerprints or the pattern of stripes on the skin of a tiger. Like horses, zebras usually sleep standing up. When running, they are able to reach speeds of up to 50 to 60 km/h. Wild zebras are difficult to tame, but a foal raised among people since childhood can be tamed. Scientists still do not know for certain why zebras became striped in the course of evolution. When a herd of these animals is grazing or resting, a pair of them always stands on watch, vigilantly examining the surroundings for creeping predators. Male zebras have sharp fangs that females lack. Males use them during fights with rivals. Female zebras are monogamous, they follow their male throughout their lives. But males always have a harem of females that are not related to each other by family ties. Due to their sharp eyesight and excellent memory, zebras easily recognize each other by the pattern of stripes on the skin. Their stomach is able to digest even the coarsest plant food, which is of little use for other herbivores. 2 out of 3 zebra species are listed in the International Red Book as endangered species. In search of food, zebras are usually nomadic, but if there is a lot of available food around, they can switch to a sedentary lifestyle. The skin of these animals is completely black. In ancient Rome, trained zebras were often participants in circus performances. These animals roll on the ground in the dust to get rid of parasitic insects. The average life expectancy of zebras is 25 years, but in captivity they can live up to 35 to 40. At the head of a family of zebras there is always one stallion, the leader of the herd. In arid areas, small groups of zebras may form larger groups and migrate together in search of food. Large flocks of zebras can cover distances of 800 kilometers per year during migrations. Zebras are very dependent on water, so they prefer not to move far from water bodies, to which they must come at least once a day to drink. A zebra is actually black with white stripes, not the other way around. It is the duty of the oldest mare in the herd to lead the whole herd as they move from place to place, and to see that the family does not move too far from the water. During the attack of predators, zebras hide their cubs in the center of the herd. Baby foals are not born with black stripes like adults, but reddish-brown. Zebras are very shy. Even in zoos it is difficult to get close to their enclosure, as the animals immediately run away. Both inside the harem and with other relatives, zebras communicate not only with sounds, but also with their ears. The ears of zebras can rotate in all directions, and with the help of ear signs zebras convey their mood to others. Zebras need to drink every day. Many scientists are still wondering why zebras have stripes. According to one theory, zebras need them to protect themselves from predators, in particular from lions, which cannot visualize and distinguish a specific individual as prey in a merging herd of black and white stripes. Mountain zebra is considered the rarest species. It lives on the mountain slopes of Namibia and South Africa, and is found at an altitude of up to 2 kilometers. Zebroids are widespread in a number of African states, as they are particularly hardy and resistant to tsetse fly bites. When chasing, the zebra's run resembles a zigzag shape. Due to this, it is much more difficult for predators to catch up with their prey. A zebra's ears can tell its mood. For example, when the ears are straight, it means she is calm and friendly, and when pushed forward, on the contrary, she is frightened or worried about something. But if the ears are pulled back, then the zebra is angry. A zebra is depicted on the coat of arms of Botswana. Zebras live in a fairly hot climate, and therefore are constantly under the scorching sun. It is well known that black absorbs light, while white reflects it. Thanks to this unique color, these animals dissipate up to 70% of heat. The stripes are also very useful for protection from predators. It would seem that such a color, on the contrary, should attract a lot of attention. But only lions are color-blind. Therefore, a running black and white herd can easily confuse them. The monochrome pattern also fools the fly's visual system. So the color also protects these animals from annoying insects. This is not the best animal to domesticate. Zebras are much smaller than horses, and therefore riding them is not a good idea. People are too heavy for them, and therefore the animal will get tired very quickly, and it runs the risk of serious spinal injuries. Zebras are also very aggressive. They can fight to the death with each other, they can aggressively throw themselves at people. There are cases when they beat lions to death. Zebras can make a huge variety of sounds, many of which are horse-like. However, unlike horses, they can roar like mules or donkeys. This is a very loud and unpleasant sound that can often be heard during the mating period. Dear friends, if you liked the video, please subscribe and like. Thank you dear.